What if Earth isn't a home? What if it's a sentence? What if the world changed in a single realization that this planet, with all its beauty and pain, was never meant to be paradise, but confinement? Today, we're diving into a chilling possibility. What if Earth were a prison? It starts as a thought experiment, a whisper at the edge of science and philosophy. Look around. We're born without memory, confined to one planet, bound by invisible rules: gravity, time, biology. No exits, no explanations. What if Earth isn't a cradle, but a cell? Across history, cultures tell the same story in different words: a fall from a higher realm, a test, a punishment, a cycle of rebirth. Ancient myths speak of exile. Modern science calls it evolution. But the result is the same: we're stuck here, struggling to remember why. Every prison has guards. Ours may be subtler. Time that ages us, fear that controls us, desire that distracts us, systems that reward obedience and punish deviation. Notice how difficult it is to leave, not just physically, but mentally. Try to escape the rules, try to live without money, without identity, without fear. The system pushes back. Prisons don't need walls when inmates police themselves. But what was the crime? Some theories suggest Earth is a rehabilitation zone, souls sent here to learn empathy through limitation, pain as curriculum, love as the lesson. The idea is that we are here to grow, to face challenges that polish our character until we are refined enough for a different kind of existence. In this model, every hardship is a teaching moment, every act of compassion a step towards graduation. We are essentially in a cosmic school, learning the most fundamental lessons of the universe through direct, and often painful, experience. It's a hopeful perspective, suggesting our suffering has a profound purpose. Others whisper something darker, that humanity is dangerous elsewhere and Earth is where we're contained. Look at our behavior: war, greed, destruction. What if Earth is where violent intelligences are isolated until they learn to coexist? In this scenario, we aren't students, but inmates in a maximum security facility. Our planet is a quarantine zone, protecting the rest of the cosmos from our potentially destructive nature. Our history of conflict and exploitation isn't just a series of mistakes. It's the evidence of our crime, the rules of this prison, the limitations of physics and biology are designed to keep our destructive tendencies in check, preventing us from spreading our chaos to the stars. Then there's the simulation angle, a closed system, finite resources, predictable laws of physics, like a perfectly designed environment to observe behavior. Are we just digital beings in a cosmic computer, running a program designed by an unknown intelligence? What if death isn't the end, but release? Not execution but transfer, a log-off sequence. And what if that's why we fear it so deeply? Because deep down, we know freedom comes with judgment. The end of the program means our performance will be evaluated. We instinctively fear the review, the possibility that we failed the test we never even knew we were taking. And then there are the anomalies, the glitches in the system, near-death experiences describing the same tunnel of light. Children remembering lives they never lived, with details that are unnervingly accurate. Moments of déjà vu, that strange feeling of recognizing a place you've never been. What if those are not just tricks of the mind? What if they are memories bleeding through the bars? Fragments of a past life, or glimpses of the code that runs our reality. These cracks in the wall of our perceived world hint that there is something more, something beyond the confines of our physical existence. The most unsettling question isn't who built the prison, it's this: how many of us have already forgotten we're inmates? Because the most effective prison is the one that convinces you it's all there is. It's a prison without walls, where the bars are made of routine, belief, and the collective agreement that this reality is the only one. We become our own jailers, enforcing the rules of the system on ourselves and each other, fiercely defending the very cage we're in. The ultimate form of control is when the prisoner no longer dreams of escape because they no longer believe there is an outside to escape to. But every prison has a purpose: to punish, to protect, or to teach. And if Earth is a prison, then maybe the real escape isn't rockets or technology. Maybe it's not about breaking out physically. Maybe the escape is internal. It's about becoming someone who no longer belongs here, someone who has learned a lesson, served the time, or evolved beyond the need for confinement. The escape is a transformation of consciousness. So, ask yourself, if the door opened tomorrow, would you be ready to leave? If Earth were a prison, what would freedom look like? And more importantly, what kind of person would be allowed to leave? Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more mind-blowing stories. And turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode.